everyone, my name is Sarah Daniels, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to use your Google Drive, especially you educators. This is specifically for y'all. So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to open a new tab on Google. Really simple. Go to your Google Apps, click that, go right down to your Google Drive and click it. And it's going to have different files that you have maybe in your Google Docs or your Google Slides, and they're going to be right here in your Google Drive. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys how to do is really simple. It's just how to make a copy of one of your files. So say right here where it says copy of algebraic expressions, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So you just click this is my original document, and then right click, go down to make a copy, click, and it should have a little thing in your corner that saying it's making a copy, and it should pop up right below, just right there. This is really a good thing to be able to do if you're making like something in Google Slides and you don't know if it's going to mess up, and you don't want to mess it up and then not be able to fix it. It's a good thing to just go ahead and save a copy of that, not have to worry about it. It's also be able to do a good thing for, say you send out like a yearly memo and it's the same thing every year, and you just want to be able to have it change the date every time, make a couple of changes, but you still have that template. You can just go right over there and make a copy of it so you can use it for the next year, the next time you need to use it. Now I'm going to be showing you guys how to share your links. So say I want to share this link over here. You're going to right click, go to share, and click. And this is nice and simple, nothing too crazy to start off with. So say I want to be able to share this with Nadia. I'm using a Campbell University email, so it has in its storage all the different people that have Campbell University emails. You can do that. You can add multiple people, add a note to them that'll show up in their email, like, hey, here's that document that I told you about. Do you mind looking over it for me? You can go right over here and click this down arrow, and that controls whether or not the people you're sending it to are allowed to edit it, comment it, or view. Whatever you pick is all they're going to be able to do. We're going to allow her to edit it. But say I wanted to have an actual link. You can go right up here to Get Shareable Link and click, and it's going to take you to this page right here. Looks a little bit more scary, but I promise it's not that bad. This actually works really well for specific things like so if you wanted to change right here, this is going to control who all is allowed to see it. Say you want to go to advanced, and you want to make sure that only specific people can see it. Click change, and it's going to take you to these link sharing pages right here. If you wanted for everybody to be able to access this, you want to share it with everybody, awesome. You can put it on public and anybody's allowed to access it. They don't have to be signed into their Google account or anything. They just go into Google, they can search it, and it'll pop up. If you don't want that, you can go down a step, and anybody with the link is allowed to be able to go in and see it and don't have to sign in, but they do have to have the link. Take it another step down, anyone at Campbell University can see it. So if you're with work or you're with school, this is really helpful because you can just share it with your entire staff. You want to take it a little bit more step down. Only everybody at Campbell University with the link is going to be able to see it. If you don't want anybody, like any kind of whole group to see it, you can stick with off and only put it for specific people. Always make sure to save your changes, because if you do not save them, it will not take place. You can also, remember I talked about it sends an email. If you do not need to send an email, say they already know that they're going to be getting access to this, they don't need to send an email as a reminder or anything. You can just click this little box right here, and it will unnotify them, but we're going to keep notifications on right now. What if you don't want people to be able to share this with other people? You don't want them adding anybody else to the group. You can go down right here to say where it says prevent editors from changing access and adding new people, and click this. And this is only available to you if you are one of the owners. And if you can go even further, you don't want people to be able to make copies, you can go right here and click this box as well, which is disabling options to download, print, and copy your comments or keywords. This is really great for if you're sending something out as an assignment and you don't want your students printing copies and sharing with other people. Like if it's a test and you don't want them giving it to other people in other classes, you can disable this like this. But remember, we do live in a world of cell phones. People can take pictures of their computer screens and share it with other people. So just keep that in mind. You can limit it on the computer, but you cannot necessarily limit it with other devices. So we're going to keep these open for now. But again, if you wanted to have those changes, make sure that you do change it. When you send this to other people, it will have your name up there. And if you have this link, you can copy and paste this link in any way you want. So right here, it doesn't have to just be in this email. You can copy and paste the link in any way you want. But you are allowed to have up to 5 people editing that one of you or groups. If you have even more than 200, it's probably best you can just add them to a Google group instead. Then you want to stop sharing with somebody. So you're going to hover over their name right here. You can go to that X and remove it. And just remember again to click to save changes. But I'm not going to remove her from this group. Another thing that you can do this for is if you want to set a timer. So say you're sending this out to your students and it is something that is on a actual due date. You don't want your kids going past a certain time. You've told them in advance it needs to be done at this day. And after this day, you're not going to have access to it anymore. You're not going to be able to edit. So you're going to go right over here and click the timer, and it's going to say set expiration. So you're going to click that, and you can create this expiration date for anywhere up through a year. But we're not going to do this, so we're going to click cancel expiration. And you can do that for people that you've added, but right now she's not actually added or accepted, so she's just sitting right down here. If you want to delete a file entirely, you do not want people seeing it anymore, we're just going to click cancel here and done. See right here, I don't need this many copies of algebraic expressions. So you are just going to right click, go down to remove with a trash can symbol and click it. If you don't want people to be able to see your files at all anymore, you're going to need to permanently delete a file. In order to permanently delete a file, you've already deleted it from right here on your drive, and you're just going to click on it again in your trash bin and click delete forever. Once you've completely permanently deleted a link, anyone who's able to edit or comment or view it, they're not going to be able to see that at all afterwards. If you don't own this anymore, if you have transferred ownership to somebody else, they'll be able to do these settings as well. So just keep that in mind. You don't want them blocking you out of your own document probably. But we're just going to go and delete that and delete forever. Now we're going to go back to my drive. Like I was saying earlier, you can then you'll still be able to have access to those personal settings, system settings. and you can still make copies and everything as well. This is mostly really useful in education for a lot of So say you have a meeting and something came up and you were able to make your meeting, you can have them you just send you the Google Doc. You can use the link, they can send you an email, and that way you'll be able to see everything they talked about. If someone took notes for you so you didn't actually miss much in the meeting, or say you have a planning time and all of you guys get together in that grade level and just share all of your resources so you can see what each other is doing. Or if somebody has a worksheet that you want to be able to use, or you want this to be available in case somebody else wants to use it, you can put all this up so everyone's allowed to see the documents that you've been using in your classroom. People can, if you want to allow them to put comments on it, you can put comments and they can ask questions. It's also really great to be able to share documents like this with parents, so parents can see what their kids have been working on in class, or if you want to send out a memo and allow them to put comments on the memo if they have questions about it. Say you're going on a field trip and you want your parents to know about it, but they might have some questions. You can comment on the questions. This is also really great for if you're grading online. You can send out, if a student sends you something, you can tell them, make sure they allow you to comment, and then you can put comment and give them good feedback on the work that they put in without everybody in the classroom being able to see it. So this was just a simple video. I hope it helped you guys on using your Google Docs and in your Google Drive in education, and I hope it was helpful. Again, thank you very much for watching.